The ancient Egyptian civilization stood as one of the greatest in history, renowned not only for its art, temples, and monuments, but also for its formidable military strength during times of war and conflict. Today, we embark on a journey through time to explore the pivotal battles fought by the pharaohs, battles that reshaped the ancient Egyptian empire. We begin with the Battle of Kadesh, one of the most famous and influential battles in Pharaonic history. It is 1274 BCE, during the reign of the great Pharaoh Ramesses II, a young king at the height of his glory. Kadesh was a strategic city on the Orontes River under the control of the Hittite Empire. Whoever controlled the city held the keys to trade routes between Egypt and the Levant, gaining immense economic and military power. Ramesses II was determined not to leave this vital city in enemy hands. He assembled a massive army of about 20,000 soldiers, vowing to reclaim Kadesh at any cost. But things did not go as planned. The Hittites devised a clever trick, sending spies who pretended to be deserters, informing Ramesses that the enemy army was still far away. Falling into the trap, Ramesses advanced with only one division, believing the battle would be easy. The surprise was devastating. The Hittites executed a cunning trick, sending spies who pretended to be deserters, informing Ramesses that the enemy army was still far away. Ramesses fell into the trap, advancing with only one division, thinking the battle would be easy. The surprise was devastating. But Ramesses' courage and ability to reorganize his forces saved him from this predicament. Despite the fierce attack, he managed to hold his ground, thanks to reinforcements arriving at the last moment. The battle ended without a decisive victory, but it made Ramesses realize the importance of diplomacy in addition to military might. In a historic move, years after the battle, the first documented peace treaty between Egypt and the Hittites was signed, leading to a period of relative stability, becoming a symbol of military and political wisdom. We now move to the Battle of Megiddo, in the year 1457 BCE. This was the time of Thutmose III, the ambitious king considered one of the greatest military leaders in ancient Egyptian history. Thutmose faced a rebellion from the kings of Canaan in the Levant. While everyone expected him to take the easy route towards the city, he decided to surprise his enemy, choosing a narrow path through the Aruna Pass. A risky move, but it proved to be a stroke of genius. The Egyptian army reached Megiddo and laid siege to the city for 7 months. The city surrendered in the end, and this victory cemented Egypt's military dominance in the region. This battle was not just a military triumph. It established Egypt as an indomitable empire, expanding its influence unprecedentedly. Among Thutmose III's greatest political and military achievements was laying the foundation for a period of prosperity that lasted for decades. While these battles showcased the military might of the Egyptian nation, there was also a dark period when the Hyksos occupied parts of Egypt. We move to the year 1550 BCE, when Ahmose I fought to expel the occupiers. The Hyksos were no ordinary invaders. They possessed advanced technologies such as war chariots, giving them an advantage over the Egyptians. But Ahmose did not give up. With determination and resolve, he launched organized military campaigns, employing modern weapons and smart tactics. Gradually, he regained control of the delta and expelled the Hyksos from the land. This victory was not just the reclamation of land, it marked the beginning of a new era. The 18th dynasty, founded by Ahmose I, became a symbol of national renewal, ushering in the New Kingdom, where Egypt reached the pinnacle of its power and grandeur. Finally, we arrive at Shishonk I, the ruler who led Egypt during relatively late periods, around the year 925 BCE. Shishonk was a powerful leader and the founder of the 22nd dynasty. Despite the challenges Egypt faced at that time, he led ambitious military campaigns in Palestine. These campaigns restored some of the influence that had been lost, proving that the fighting spirit of the pharaohs had not waned, even as Egyptian kingdoms diminished over the years. These campaigns demonstrated that the fighting spirit of the pharaohs remained undiminished, even as the Egyptian kingdoms contracted over the years. What can we glean from these great events? These battles were not merely military conflicts. They were pivotal moments that reshaped the destiny of Egyptian civilization. From Kadesh to Megiddo, from the Hyksos to Shoshonk's campaigns, each war mirrored Egypt's ambitions, challenges, and readiness to defend what the ancestors built. The pharaohs were not just kings residing in palaces. They were leaders standing on the front lines, putting their lives on the line to protect or expand the kingdom. The impact of these battles extended over time, bringing victory and prestige, and sometimes pain and loss, but affirming that Egyptian civilization was not just stories of art and architecture, but a strong will capable of endurance and adaptation. In the end, these battles remain symbols of the Pharaonic era, where Egypt blended military might and political intelligence to become a center of human civilization.